Are you someone who wants to start Albion, but you really don't know where to start? If that's the case, this is the right video for you. Now, on this video, I'm going to walk you through the entire tutorial and everything that you need to know, as well as how to make your first million in your first hour of game. Now, this is going to be a raw, no edits video, so you know exactly all the thoughts and everything I'm doing as I'm doing it. So, the first thing that we have to do is create our character. Now, I always go for female, they always look amazing. Give her a little bit of a good yellow color hair and skinny underwear, and yeah, make it light, and let's choose a name. So for this, we're gonna call it, let's say, Pink Money Girly, whatever. Okay, so for Pink Money Girly, we're gonna do the tutorial. And why exactly do we want to do the tutorial? Because we are gonna get one free premium for 3 days. So we are gonna start off, we're gonna find a beach, we're gonna skip really quick through the tutorial, we're gonna sprint because it's gonna reset again. We're gonna speak with this little NPC. Now he's gonna send us over the lighthouse. We're gonna sprint again because it should be up. Yes. I'm gonna go to the corner, and back down. We're gonna have sprint up again. And Albion is a very fun game. It's a very good MMORPG that has been going on for around 10 years or so. And one of the best features for Albion is the fact that everything is made by the player, which also means that there is a lot of money to be made in the game. It's also a full PvP MMORPG, meaning that if you die, you are gonna lose your stuff, most likely. So you have to be very mindful of your player interactions. So here we only needed to pick 6, but we're gonna pick 12. Why are we gonna be doing this? Because later on in the tutorial, we will need 6 more. So let's craft our little sword. Got normal quality, put the AoE spell. Now, when you're putting a spell, like there's two, there's a single target and the AoE. I always like to go for the AoE because we are gonna fight a bunch of mobs later on after we pass this gate right here. So having the AoE really helps it out. So we're gonna queue, we're gonna sprint. And this is like the toughest mob, the mall. Now if we press space, we auto attack. So here in this chest, there's always a little cap. So here is the destiny board. If you press B, we'll go over this later on the video. But so we're gonna put their helmet on, and we are off from the beginner early stages from the tutorial. So here, what are we gonna be doing? Well, I already know what kind of build I want to go for. So once we finish the tutorial, I want to go towards, where is it? Battle axes. So I want to go for this. So we're going to have to go for the fighting, the warriors part of the tree. So with this in mind, we are going to have to make our planning in the tutorial to get to this point. So we're going to buy a mule really quick. It's 3 silver. We're going to mount it. We're going to finish the quest. Go back to the wounded crafter, which is here, and now he's gonna ask us to make some tools with this. And since we already have the materials, we can already make these tools. So we finish the quest really quick. Okay, so we have to speak with him again, and now he's gonna ask us to open the map, which we can do by pressing M. And then he's going to ask us to go into the forest. Now, he can either ask you to go to the forest first or to the mountains, but in this case, we got the forest first. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So we are going to kill some foxes. We only have the AoE at the moment, no other skill. So your R is like it's a skill called Mending Wounds, which heals you and gives you mana as well. So if you're lacking mana, you can, or heal, you can always do that. It's also very important to use between like fights so you heal up. So once we kill the mobs, we can skin them. and we get the hide. Now this is raw material, so this still needs to be processed. So this to this process, it's called refining. So we're gonna get a little bit more. Okay, now we're gonna get some wood. And we're gonna need a little bit of it because the battle axes, or the axes in general, take steel and wood. So that's the two main things that we're gonna be needing. In theory, we already finished the quest, but we're gonna get a little bit more so we can make the items that we want instead of having to buy them. So I'm gonna get these 2 trees and that should be done. Okay, sweet. Okay, now that we have everything, let's go back to the city, talk with the guy, and he's gonna give us another quest, which is get cloth and get steel. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing now. No, he's gonna send us to the mountain, getting ore and fiber. Now we're gonna need a little bit of fiber too, because we are gonna make a cow, and a cow is the cloth helmet. So that's what we're gonna be looking for. There's always a bunch of cloth here, so we're gonna pick it up really quick. This tutorial takes no more than 15 minutes. Even if you're someone very experienced, you can do it between 10 and 15 minutes. It's also very important to say that you cannot do it faster than 15 minutes. And of course there's daily maintenance. I guess this is also important to talk about, but the daily maintenance is pretty much a period of the game where the game shuts down temporarily, generally speaking for 10 minutes maximum. So the devs can run updates, they can run like any patch notes, anything that really matters to the game. But if there's nothing to add, it's pretty much 5 minutes and it should be ready. So with this being said, let's go back to the NPC. We have everything that we need and we are going to be making our armor. So we have to fix Tia's ship, which is pretty much the quest from Albion. So we are gonna be doing that right now. So we are currently refining everything that we have. So we have everything done and now we have to go to Tia's and we're gonna repair the ship. So we have the fixed repaired, let's put it like this, and we got a soup. Now they are gonna ask us for killing some mobs, in this case steal a map. So that's what we're gonna do. So now they're teaching us about learning points. Now I'm gonna pretty much give you everything that you need to know about learning points, but there are a metric that increases your progress in the game. So for example, you see this bar right here. Once you cross this threshold, you can use 1 learning point and it skips the whole level. So if you want to do that, you just click auto learn and auto learn here. So once we reach that threshold, it will automatically skip to that threshold. Now he's telling us to go for this point right here, but I prefer this one as it's closer to the entry and I already kind of know my way around it. So we are just gonna come here, we're gonna stay next to it and we are gonna steal the map. So we just stole it and now the only thing that we have to do is kill some mobs. So kill heretics until you reach the learning point threshold. So we are gonna rodeo them, just run in circles. I'm gonna get a bunch of them. And now one thing about swords is you see these stacks floating around me, they give you movement speed. So it means you can kite your enemies around. So we just killed like 10 of them at once. So now we're gonna mend and we're gonna do the same exact thing again. If you want, you can always eat a soup. That increases your regeneration, but I don't really think we need it. So let's hit these 2 as well. And rodeo them once again. So we can very quickly level up. So we just leveled up, so learning point reached. So this means that we can mount up back again and go back to the city. In this case, Tia. Now what are we going to be doing next is making our gear into the things that we want to use. Now there's two options in the tutorial. You can either make it yourself or you can buy it. Now in this case, I always recommend making it, as honestly, it just gives you good insights of what crafting is. So let's go back to Tia. And now she's gonna ask us power through diversity. So she wants us to go to each of these stations and check exactly what there is to be done. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So bows. So here we have pretty much the forges, the lodges, and the mage towers. So in this case, what do I want? So since I want to go for axes, we want to go for the swords. Now I clearly don't have enough steel, which is an issue, which is okay. So what are we gonna do instead is we are gonna simply buy the sword from the marketplace. So we're gonna come here and we're gonna search for sword. So we paid 96 silver for it. It's totally fine. Now for the rest, I want to make a jacket tier 2. And I want to make cloth helmet. And I want to make soldier boots. So you're gonna equip everything. And now you just need a shield in this case. Can I make a shield? I can make a shield. So we have everything unlocked. So we're full T2 at the moment. So we just go back to Tia, finish the quest, equip our cape. So we have 300 IP. And now she wants us to find the erratic ford in the mountains. So we have to go to the mountains biome. Once here, we are almost finishing the tutorial and everything that we have to know is pretty much done. Once we finish the tutorial, we'll be launched into Albion, which is going to be a terrifying but fun experience for an average new player. And then we're going to show you exactly how you can make 1 million silver in 1 hour of gameplay. Of course, after the tutorial. So we're going to pretty much do the same thing. We're going to rodeo these people. We're going to rodeo these dudes as well. They're going to dismount me. And we have unlocked a bunch of new skills as well. So we killed 6 already. Let's put the skills in our jackets too. This one kind of works as a reflect. We can eat our soup for a little bit, so we regen a little bit faster. And let's kill these mobs. And that's it. So we kill them, and now they want us to break down the ammunition storage. So we just have to sit here for a second. You can mount up while doing so. So it burns down. And now they're calling you to the ship because you're kind of breaking down the heretics, like fortress. So here you're gonna call the ship by lighting the signal on fire. You just have to sprint through it. It lights up. And now you go to the pier and you pretty much have your tutorial done. You get this very chill music. And now you just wait for Tia. So you speak with her. And now since we did the tutorial before 15 minutes, you actually have to wait another minute until it finishes. Now this actually is a big coincidence because it's going to be pretty much on the maintenance time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it and I'm going to be right back as soon as the maintenance finishes, so we continue this series to show you exactly how you can make your first million in 1 hour. So it's been maintenance, we are back, and let's go off to our adventure. Now I am going to pick the Fort Sterling area because I like the mountains. I think they're pretty good. And so what are we gonna be doing? Well, we are gonna be speaking with these people. Now we are gonna accept this quest, and as soon as we speak with this fella right here, we are gonna get 3 days premium, and this is where it starts counting. So we have 3 days premium. Let's get into it. The first thing that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna sell these stuff that we don't need. So in this case, it's not selling for too much, but we are gonna be selling this. And sell everything here. Why not? Because we're not gonna need this stuff anymore. So we're gonna put like 250. Why not? And like, I don't know, 400. Okay, now that we have this out of the way, the first thing that we have to do is an expedition. So we want to do one level 3. It's gonna give us a sealed royal sigil. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, by us doing this, we are going to be pretty much 50k in already with profit. So we're going to kill every single mob that we find. Get our little silver bags. It's very good if we have our AoE queue, because we can just clear so much faster. Our helmet can work as a finisher because it just deals a little bit of damage. Okay. And why exactly is premium so good for a new player? Because premium gives you 50% more fame. So it means that everything that you do, it pretty much acts as a 50% more efficient thing. So it's very good to do, and especially if you're trying to level up quick, it just speeds up the process a whole lot. So that's why premium is so damn important. Now after this, what we're going to be doing is buying and upgrading our set, because we want to get to tier 4 as fast as humanly possible. So we have a Reaver level acquired, which basically means that now we do more damage to tier 3 mobs, which is great. That's very good. We're gonna kill this little boss right here. I'm gonna cancel his ability. Cancel another one. This one we can't cancel, so we dodge it. And we kill them off to the next one. Now we just need to kill the range overseer, which I think, or I'm pretty sure, it's the final boss. So we're just gonna skip to it. I mean, we're gonna kill this while we're at it. But I'm pretty sure that's just the final boss. So we're gonna skip it. You can do this, but ideally, like, we're just speed running through this, but if you want to, you can just kill every single mob, because they always give you a little bit of fame, so it's a good thing to do. Yeah, it's Overseer, exactly, so it's just a boss. We're gonna sprint through it. We're gonna hug this side, so the mob should de-aggro, perfect. And now we're just gonna kill the boss. We can cancel his abilities as well. We reflect some of his damage. We cancel it and we are done. So as you see, we got a sealed royal sigil. So we're just gonna leave the dungeon, so you can either click A or you can just click the portal. And the next thing that we're gonna be doing is we want to get out of Mountain Cross as fast as humanly possible, because this is a very small city and it's not good for us to be here. So we want to go to the major city, which in this case is going to be Fort Sterling. Now to do this, you just zone southeast and you go to Fort Sterling. It's going to be like a 1-minute trip, especially because we are on a mule, but that's totally fine. So as you see, this sealed or royal sigil sealed pouch sells for 41k, but we're going to open it and we are going to get the money that's inside of it. In this case, we can get a sigil from tier 4 to tier 8. If it's tier 8, we made 200k. If it's a tier 4, we made around 40-ish, so we kind of broke even. But these 40k are going to be more than enough to fuel our starting journey on Albion. Now, what is the Reaver level? It's something that we saw before. It's this little thing right here, this line. And what is this line exactly? Well, it increases the number or the damage that you do and receive from mobs. So if you're Reaver level 5, so tier 5, it means that you're doing extra damage to tier 5 and receiving less damage from tier 5 mobs. But if you go and kill tier 6, you're going to take a lot more damage and do a lot less damage. So it's very important that you have the Reaver level to the maximum and match it to the enemies you're facing against. So now that we have this, we are reaching Fort Sterling as we speak, and we are simply gonna list these like this pouch for sale. So we're gonna open it, we're gonna use it. So we got a tier 5, so that's 43k. That's not too bad. We're gonna go to the marketplace and we are gonna sell this. Now we can either sell it for 41k or we can sell it directly for 37. Now, since I'm kind of in a rush and I need the money, I'm just going to sell it on sell, but you should always sell it on sell order. So we have 39,000. So we also have on the journal entries, like one by doing a tier 3 solo dungeon. So we're going to claim it. So there we have it. We have another 5,000. And now what we're going to be doing is we want to get the access tree. So we want to go to this tree. So for this, we're going to buy an axe tier 3, battle axe tier 3, which we can't use yet, but it's fine. So we're going to get a tier 3. We can get the excellent 2. Now we have to unlock the gear to tier 3 first, because we're not tier 3 yet. So we're going to get cow tier 3. We're going to get mercenary jacket tier 3. We get soldier boots tier 3. Okay, now that we have this, we can take these books right here. We can get this out and we can upgrade it until we match it. So in this case, like if we're trying for this, we just need 1.1k more fame. So we're just gonna use one of these 2k fame books, and now we have it unlocked to tier 3, so we can equip everything that we want to. So in this case, I also messed up a little bit, as I should have went for a torch, but it's totally fine. So we're just going to use a shield for the sake of it. We're just going to use a shield instead. I mean, actually we can do torch too. So we just do torch. Tier 2. I guess there's no torch tier 2. Well, it's whatever. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to use a shield, and now we're going to upgrade it to tier 3. So if we see, we just need 20 more k fame, so we're going to use the 50k fame book. So now as you see, we have tier 4 unlocked, and the boots tier 4 unlocked. So if we want to, we can sell all of this tier 3 gear at the moment. We're going to repair everything. We can sell everything here. We sell everything back and we are going to get our gear. So mercenary jacket, I typed it wrong, tier 4. We can check for enchantments because sometimes the 4.0 is cheap. So, but in this case, it's kind of expensive. So we're just going to go for 4.0. Then we're going to do battle axe Wow, that's very expensive. So we're gonna get 4.1 because it's pretty much the same value. Now we're gonna get a shield. Is there any other shield? No. So 4.0. So we're gonna get a 4.0. Then we're gonna get soldier boots. Let's see how much they are. So we can actually get demon boots, actually. No, they're super expensive. Soldier boots then. And now we're gonna get a scholar cow. Now I'm also gonna invest in 2 more things. So I'm gonna invest in some heal potion, tier 2 or tier 4. I'm just gonna get 3 of them, or 3 of them should be fine. And I'm gonna get a wheat soup, which is pretty much a carrot soup, but slightly better. Wheat soup. Okay, now with this 10k that we have, what are we going to be doing pretty much is getting some maps. So at the moment, we are still not at Revo level 5. So what are we going to be doing is we are going to get our little mule and we are going to make our way into the Conqueror's Hall. So what exactly is the Conqueror's Hall? Well, this is the entry to the Black Zone. Now, I've been playing Albion for a long time, and it doesn't really scare me going into the Black Zone. And you shouldn't really be scared of it too. The moment you start seeing gear as a consumable rather than something permanent, it's the moment that you start enjoying the game. Because it's totally okay to die, and it's totally okay to lose your stuff. So, let's go into the Black Zone. And let's get this over with. So we are in the Black Zone, or in this case the portal zone, and what are we going to be doing is we're going to be depositing the things we don't need on the chest, and we're going to take a safe portal. Now it's going to cost us 10,000, so it's pretty much going to make us completely empty on silver, but it's okay. What is a safe portal? It just TPs you to the middle of the Black Zone. So you see, I'm in the middle of nowhere, which in this case, it's pretty good because it also means that there's pretty much no one here, only 0 to 5 people. So we have a great opportunity to farm some of these mobs and, well, level up without much of a hassle. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So we're going to be attacking them. And we're going to be getting a lot of fame. So the only thing that we want to do at the moment is get expert Reaver level. So we do more damage to tier 5 mobs. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be attacking these ones until we have the Reaver level upgraded. Now we also have to have a very close eye for enemy players, because a lot of the times they will sneak up on you and you won't even see them coming. So it's very important that you always pay close attention to the enemies. So our build, if we see it, is around 30k silver, and we would not have been able to afford this build if we didn't do that expedition that we did. So it's very important and a huge milestone to do that expedition as soon as you get into or out of the tutorial. You can also do it every single day if you want to, well, get those extra 50k. Okay, so we are 1 mob away from river level 5. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to kill this one too. Okay, and we should have it unlocked. No, it's on the next one. So we are gonna kill these camps. See, we do very little damage to these ones because we don't have the Reaver level unlocked yet. But now that we do, we get a lot more fame, and we are gonna be doing these camps, and hopefully we're gonna get some good loot out of them. We have it unlocked. As you see, it's already So we have 45% more damage and 31% more resistance, which basically, so we see a player, we see 2 players, so it's time to bounce. It's totally fine to be scared, but like if you see someone, just mount up and I'll leave. It's totally fine, totally acceptable. He's doing the camp, so we're just gonna leave him alone. It's totally fine. We're gonna do another camp. So how are you finding these camps, you may be wondering? Well, you see these structures on the map? These are the things that we're gonna be looking out for. So we are pretty much trying to make around 250k, and that's kind of the end game here, and then we go back. So is this camp done? So since the torches are out, it means that the camp has been done. So if it has been done, we're just gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna find another camp to do. You can also inspect players by pressing Y. So if you see someone, you can just click Y, inspect it, and yeah, see what they're wearing, if they're better than you. Now this is another thing that's important. This is the keeper layers map. So it's something that you do and you get in either camps or open world mobs. And it's like, it's a map that tells you where's a layer. And a layer is pretty much a boss room that has, in theory, good loot. So it's something that if you see, you should definitely do. Okay, so once we kill every single mob, we can pick it up. And we see it's on this corner right here, like located on the map. So that's where we're going towards. Also, since this is a swamp zone, we have a boss. We can also do this because they give very good fame. And they, generally speaking, give a lot of silver too. And they're, generally speaking, very good. We're gonna heal up a little bit with our jacket. Gonna pop some defensives. And if we need to, we always have that healing pot. But I don't think we're gonna be needing it. We can just easily kill the boss. So we got 60k fame. This is pretty good. It gave us not so good of a loot, but that's totally fine. We did it for the fame, actually. Because the faster we get to Reaver level 6, the better it becomes. So let's go on to the little layer. And let's see what do we get from this. So it's gonna be, is it purple? Oh, it's purple chest too. So that's very good. So we're gonna be killing this mob. Just have to sidestep a couple of things. Again, always paying attention to make sure that no one's here. Since we're playing Axe, we always want to keep the enemy with bleed stacks. So you can see the bleed stacks on the buff bar. I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. So make sure that he never loses the stacks. Now he's gonna get very angry very soon. So I'm gonna use my jacket so I heal up a little bit. And then he's gonna start spinning. Around the 3k HP point, he starts healing. Yep, so he's gonna start spinning. You just have to run a little bit. He should never hit you if you run it properly. Well, he hit me twice, yes. But it takes a little bit. Oh, he's gonna sprint again. It's totally fine. It's okay to lose stacks here, but don't stress too much. So just queue him back. And as you see, the entrance just closed, so it means that's completely safe at the moment. And we can just kill it now. And now let's see, what loot do we get? So we just open the chest, and this is our first chest, and we got 210k. So that's pretty good. So what are we going to be doing now is since we can't even carry everything, I mean, we can, I guess, but we already have 200k. So we're going to go back really quick into the city, and we're going to sell these things. And why exactly do we want to sell these things at the moment? It's very simple. Because the faster that we have money, the best we can invest it on. So we're going to pop the silver bags, 210k. And we're going to keep a close eye for things that we can do meanwhile until we get to the safe portal. So if we find another of these layers, we're probably going to do it. So actually here, we're going to do this one. I don't have that much money. I mean, I know 200k might seem like it's very good, but it's not that much. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to finish this layer right here. No, layer, this camp. And once we do this, then we go back to the city. There's also a chest spawning in 2 minutes, which we can see if we can try to get. But I don't think we might be able to, because there's probably competition there. So that's done. Let's kill this huntress. So now I also saw the mobs respawning, which basically means that there was someone here before me, which makes me think that there's players in the zone. So I have to have a close eye. Like, see, this just respawned. It means that someone was just here. So we're gonna kill it. I'm gonna drag it a little bit because I don't want to aggro this one. We're gonna pay close attention to the timer because we might be able to snatch the chest, and it shouldn't be a lot of silver, but you know, every single little bit adds up, you know. Okay, so we're gonna eat our soup. We have the AoE queue as well, so that's what we're gonna swap to now. So basically, as you see, remember the swords, it's pretty much the same thing. So you can just AoE everything. And just kill all of these. And finally the boss. We have a minute to kill it, so it should be in theory fine. And we just need to kill one more, but there's 40 seconds, so I doubt we can kill this. We can try, but I don't think we can do it in time because I really want to go for the chest. Oh, we actually might have time. Okay, well, we're gonna be missing out on one mob, I think, unless we can kill it. Really, there's people there. So there's people on the chest, which in theory is not a good thing to see. So we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna kill this one, and we are gonna take this little chest and go back to the city. And that should be pretty much this a little bit at the moment. Now, if we're lucky, we get like a rare chest as well, but I doubt we're gonna get a lucky twice. So we got a uncommon, so it's blue, so we should still get some money. So 70k, not too bad. So let's pick up our things, our silver, and let's get back into the city. So yeah, someone already picked up the chest. It's totally fine, totally acceptable. And we're gonna do some things really quick once we get to the city. They're gonna be important for the future. So the first thing is we are gonna upgrade mount. Now, even though the mule is very cute, this is not practical because it dies super quickly. So we are gonna be we're gonna be popping our silver bags, and we're gonna be selling these items. Now remember, always sell it on sell order, and ideally you always want to take -1 silver, because if you take -1 silver, it means your item is going to be on top of the list, meaning that most likely it's going to sell the fastest. So we are 160k in about 10 minutes, which is not too bad. We're gonna sell everything. And there is no need for us to upgrade anything. So the only thing that we're gonna be doing now is selling all of this. And finally, we're gonna go back. So we did a little mistake here. So highest. So for 5,000. So this actually sells directly into the city. So this, since it's an item, so a stone mask that always sells in Fort Sterling Marketplace for 5,000 silver, we can sell it directly here. But okay, so we're gonna get our mule, we're gonna repair it, and we're gonna sell it for 6,000. And now we are gonna pretty much make it a horse tier 3. Now we should be able to mount it. Wait, mount. And it's 16,000. That's not too bad. Finally, we're gonna get another wheat soup so we don't run out of them. And let's get back into the black zone. Because again, the money that we're gonna be making has to be on the black zone. Let's see if we can take any good. So nothing here really matters too much. So we're just gonna go back into it. It's gonna be another 10k. So it's totally fine. So we went to Chaparral, which is a tier 8 zone, which is very good, I think. Yeah, it's a tier 8 zone. So here, we shouldn't really be here. Why? Because our river level is not tier 8. It's tier 5. So we want, well, this is a ganker. So he probably wants to kill us, but I don't think he will. But, this is a tier 8 zone. And even though tier 8 offers great loot, like we really don't want to be here as, again, like our river level is not enough. So we're just going to get out. We're going to go to the tier 5 zone next to it. And that's where we're going to live for a little bit. Once our river level gets to tier 6, then we can do other activities. But until then, we're simply going to do them on tier 5 zones. And that's totally fine because there's also money to be made on tier 5 zones. So let's get into it. So here, what can we do? We have a little bit of a camp there, so we can check it out. And while I'm doing this, I'm also on the lookout for other things that we can do. So for example, solo dungeons. If I see a good solo dungeon, I'm also looking out for chests. Is there anyone here? No, there's no one here. So we're gonna mount and dismount. It's gonna de-aggro, and then we can kill the mobs. So you see, it just spawned, meaning that someone was just here. So there's clearly people on the zone. So we have to be very mindful of that when doing anything. So let's kill the boss. Now this boss is very tanky. So we have to make sure that we sidestep a lot of it so we don't take unnecessary damage. Now he's gonna rain a bunch of things, so sidestep. Because taking damage is not a good experience to have. As soon as I say this, I take damage, but that's fine. And we're just gonna finish him off. He gave a bunch of fame. Did he give anything? No. And now we're just gonna kill 2 more. We can kill this too, because they're easy, they're melee. And there's currently 6 to 15 people on the map, so have to be very mindful. What did we get? We get uncommon, so we might get a little bit of luck on the chest. How much do we get? 50k, not too bad. Not too bad. So let's get to the next camp, which is going to be here on the north or the east corner. And let's see if we find any layers along the way, because these layers are very, very good and very, very easy to do. And again, you guys saw how much money you could really make with one. So it's just about paying close attention to the map, and a lot of times these layers are simply not done by the players. So it's a very easy and profitable thing to do. So there's nothing here. And let's see if this encampment is done. It is not, so we can simply do it. We're gonna get a bunch of these mobs up together, clumped up. And the more experience you have, the best it becomes, because you can kind of unclump them, which is good. And finally, let's kill these ones too. Now, I always recommend for new players to come to the Black Zone. Like, your set is 30k. You saw how much potential there is to be made on the Black Zones. So it's clearly something that's worth doing. Like, even you're risking a little bit of your armor. Like, it's not the end of the day if you die. So, like, oh, we saw someone? Let's see if we can fight it. So we're gonna actually try to kill this player. So we hit him. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch him because he's a sword and he has sprint up. But let's see. We might be able to if he keeps getting hit by mobs. We mounted up, totally fine. We had to test it out. At the end of the day, like, it's just about taking experiences. I had the wrong sprint, but that's fine. It was only 250k the set. Now he's probably gonna try to fight us out, so I'm gonna switch sprint. And we really don't want to fight him, because we actually lose. So we're just gonna keep doing our camp. And we're gonna dip as soon as we can. Because again, we're really not trying to fight, we're just trying to level up. So we're just gonna mount up again. And unless he wants to fight me in the mobs, and then it's kind of whatever. But I don't recommend you guys fighting if you're brand new to the game, because again, it's something that can often lead you to death, and that is not a good thing for a new player. He's gonna get aggro. He's gonna sprint. So we're just baiting him a little bit. I'm trying to clear the mobs, actually. I'm not really trying to fight him. But I think he's very determined that he wants to fight me. So we're just gonna kill this one really quick. We got the camp done. Let's see what we got. Is that a green? That's a green, I think. Yeah, that is a green. So green only gives fame, so it doesn't really matter. So we're just gonna skip to the next one. It's totally fine. Let's see if we can find it. Would have been good if we killed it, but at the end of the day, you know, we tried, didn't work, and it's totally okay. So let's get to another camp. We might be able to kill this guy, actually. It would have been good to try. But I think he might be coming, actually, but let's see. Are they same guild? Okay, dismounted on me. So we're just gonna hopefully kill him. Because I don't know why he would ever dismount on me, but... So we got him. That's another 120k. That's not too bad. Pick up everything. You should never dismount. This is a very valuable lesson. You should never dismount on top of someone. That's a very bad thing to do because he had no skills and I had everything up. So it's not a good thing to do. But I guess you learned a lesson and we made a little bit more money. So let's switch back to AoE skills and kill these mobs. It's very hard to sidestep everything, but still. Ooh. Okay. We're always on the lookout because I feel like I'm about to get ambushed. I don't know why. I just have this feeling in me that it's prone to happening. Okay, now we're gonna take our horsey. We're gonna come this way and we're gonna aggro everyone because I want to speed up this. And now we are gonna finish this camp. We're gonna E. We're gonna wait for our E again because it's gonna go on cooldown. E, and it should be dead. Hopefully this unlocks the chest. It's green, so we're not gonna get any silver out of this. We got a couple of smuggler coins, but nothing too crazy. And there's only one more camp on this map, so we're gonna go towards it. Now we already have 170k again, so in theory we could and we should go back. But we're gonna carry on a little bit more, because I feel like I need more silver. A lot of the stuff we made and put on the marketplace already sold, so that's also very good. We're already at 200k. So hopefully this camp, yeah, we can still do it. That's good. There's someone here. Oh, we don't want to mess it up. Oh, no. That's a little bit too much even for us, you know? So we're not going to do that. We're going to give it a second. So a lot of the times these players, they're just doing camps as well. So what we can do is just wait a couple of minutes and not a couple of minutes, but a little bit, and they'll leave and we can just go back and do the camps ourselves. So let's get this camp done. Hopefully it doesn't come back. And we can do this camp really quickly and get back to Fort Sterling because we're pretty much 500,000 in 30 minutes. And then what we're going to be doing afterwards is what really, really matters and the whole point of this video. So let's clear these mobs. So we got this out of the way. Let's get this one. And once we do this, we are gonna simply head back to the safe portal, or we can even R back, which is an option that allows you to pretty much teleport back. Of course, at a cost of silver. But we might have aggroed too much a little bit here. Oh no, we're fine. Panicked a little bit there, but that's totally okay. one more mob and we should be done. I think this little one might be able to do it. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it's done. So it's a green chest as well, not too great. Not the end of the world either. So we got the things. Let's go back. What we're going to be doing at the moment is we're going to take a slightly bigger trip. And we are going to be on the lookout for items, for, in this case, layers. Because I really like layers and they're very good. So in this case, solo dungeon. We also have these treasures which spawn on the open world. So they give you a little bit of fame, a little bit of money, and some items, which are very good. And as you guys see, I'm always inspecting like the solo dungeons, which are those green like squares. Why is that? Because a lot of the times that's a layer. So it's a player's layer and you can invade it. So it's very good. So the guy that we saw before just killed someone. So you can see it on the bottom left. So Tony GPS killed Ricky, whatever. So clearly he was in for a battle and we clearly did the right thing of not going into battle with him. So let's go back to our little save portal and sell the items that we have to sell. It was also good killing that player, meaning that we got a little bit of an extra profit from this little session. Let's call it like this. And yeah, you should not be scared of PvPing. It's fairly good. It's fairly easy. It's just a little bit of practice, and it's pretty much like doing PvE in open world, but slightly harder, and the players actually have skills and can actually fight back. But let's take the save portal back to Fort Sterling. I'm gonna pop the silver bag. So 230k silver. Not too bad for our first hour and a 30k set. And now the only thing that we have to do is literally go back into it, sell or repair everything. So 30k to repair, it's totally fine, and sell these items. So another mask that we can automatically sell. So let's finish selling everything. We already got a horse as well. So if we wanted, we could upgrade. We haven't died yet, which is good. Sell everything. So right now we are sitting at around 500k silver, which is honestly not bad. So what exactly are we going to be doing now? Well, we are going to test one more thing out because we want to get inner ring. The closer you are to the inner ring, so this part, the better the loot becomes. So ideally, that's where I want to go. So Everwinter Gorge is fairly close to the entry portal. Yeah, so that's not too good. But it's a tier 6 zone. So we already have Master Reaver 6. So it means that we can do stuff here that we couldn't do before. So let's see if we find some very good maps and some camps to do, and hopefully we get a little bit lucky when it comes down to the loot. So there's one camp right here by the hideout, and that's the one we're going to be checking out first. And I always like to go closer to these. Okay, that's done, because a lot of the times you see like a little chest that you can take, and it's not a lot, but a lot of times 50, 60, 70k. And again, if it's free, why not take it? So we're just going to pass through this, the spider, and we are going to go off to the camp. Now, as this has been done, it's deactivated, so it's not too good. There's another chest spawning in 3 minutes, so we're going to keep an eye for that. because it's a pretty dead zone, so we might be able to snatch it. And let's go see if this camp is good to do. So this one is deactivated too, which is not great, which means there's clearly some people around here. So what are we going to be doing is we're going to check this one right here. If not, we're just going to wait the 3 minutes to pick up that chest in specific and go back to finding some more camps. Ideally, you want to go closer to the inner ring as possible. And I clearly know someone was here because they killed that, which is a little bit terrifying, but that's totally fine. And this camp has people. So he's gonna get dismounted. So he has Hellion Jacket, which is good for us. So I'm not gonna hit him now. We might actually die here. Yeah, we die here and it's totally fine because we played bad. But it's totally acceptable. Because dying is part of the process, right? So we died, it's totally okay. What we're going to be doing now is simply buy another set. We can just go to loadout, lost equipment. We buy it. In this case, it's very expensive because the bag's pricey. But as we see, it's 40k. It's nothing over the top, so we're just going to buy and equip. It's 40k and we can simply get back into it. So dying is part of the process. Totally fine. Like we were out IP'd, out geared, so it's totally okay. And we simply go back. Deep wood corpse. Now this is good. When is this spawning? So this is opening. This is a box full of crates. So we can see if we can snatch a couple of crates here. Is there anyone here? Well, clearly there is. Well, I think they want to try to gank us, but... So we're just gonna get a couple of crates. Well, they want to gank us, and that's totally fine. He's trying to heal me, I guess. So I'm just gonna sprint to the next entry. He can't really catch me because I'm faster than him. So we're just gonna go for this one, which is totally fine. And this is new trap. And this is pretty much gonna give us a lot of favor. So we can use that for like siphon energy, which is very good. So we're just gonna deposit this really quick into this. Where's Deepwood Gorge? Oh, this is very deep into the black zone, so that's great. This is very good. So we're just gonna put this here, and then we are gonna go find ourselves some bonk. So we get a lot of favor, a lot of might. That's very good. So now what we can do is go do our camps. So this is a tier 7 zone, so we don't want to be here. So let's zone back to peaks, or go to peaks, and put these things for testing. Now, someone zoned. It's a light crossbow, totally fine. Let's zone to peaks and do some of these camps, which hopefully will net us a little bit of silver because we're pretty deep into the black zone. In this case, we're gonna do this camp right here first. There's 6 people in here, which is nothing too good in my opinion. I don't like too many people in the zone, which means that you're probably gonna get competition, and that's not ideal, but it's totally fine. Let's put back our adrenaline rush. And let's get into it. So this camp, well, you see people here already. You want to fight this? Not really. He wants to fight me. I don't want to fight him. So it's the perfect balance of time to go somewhere else. Do this camp here. Because yeah, we can do this one. Oh, there's people here. Oh, he's lagging like crazy. And I think he's gonna die. And there's someone else there. And I don't like that. Yeah, there's someone else. Unfortunately, he ratted the kill. Which is totally fine. He wants to fight me. I don't really want to fight him. But maybe we can bait him into bobs. Let's see. Yeah, he just ratted the kill, but I also had to reset because I had nothing, you know? So it's totally fine. It happens. And let's get back to our little camps. Oh, well, this is the guy we don't want to fight. There's a lot of people here, which is not ideal if you're trying to do PvE. Which is really not ideal to do PvE. So let's actually go back to the other camp that we were in. Because if he did that one, it means that this one is good to do. Because he's going to do that one. So we just rotated pretty much. Okay. So let's eat our soup. And there's one more camp down here that we can do. Now, at some point, you should really upgrade your items to tier 6, tier higher tiers, because we're really not doing a lot of damage since we're running such low gear. But that's totally fine. It just takes a little bit more time, a little bit more dodging. Okay, we're gonna clear these camps. I'm gonna regen a little bit. I think if we kill this 2 on the bottom, we should be fine. I think. Okay, so it just opened. Let's go get it. What did we get? Uncommon. So hopefully you get a little bit of money here. How much? 170k, not too bad. So let's do the other camp and one more. And hopefully if we get 2 uncommons, we should be hitting what we wanted, which is the 1 million in 1 hour. which is, I see. Oh, well. Is he gonna dismount on me? Kind of wish he dismounted on me. So wasn't he the one that killed? Oh God. So we're just gonna run a little bit. So they might be fighting. I don't know. Are they fighting? Well, this guy is baiting. Like, I'm not gonna fall for the bait. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go see this camp right here on the bottom. And if not, we're simply gonna go back to city and we are gonna be crafting a little bit. So we hit our 1 million mark really quick. So let's quick. Ooh, 6-3, or that would have been great. But that's totally fine. Oh, well, that's another 100k walking. Is this empty? No, it's not empty. Oh my God, no. Jesus Christ. Yeah, a lot of people here. What the hell? Yeah, we most definitely don't win this ever. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, and I mean, we simply can't do anything because we're just gonna get ratted out. So what we're gonna be doing now is simply going to the city again. So we can't R back because we are outlaw, but let's go back to the safe portal, which is on the other zone. And did I just see someone's zone here? It's also very important that you have good sound on so you can hear people zoning, people coming, so on and so forth. Because a lot of times you actually hear them before you see them, so it's very good. So anyways, let's get back into the city and make this crafting so we get 1 million in 1 hour, which is going to be pretty damn good. So we're just going to go pass through this. And yeah, it's very easy. Like, if you're a new player, just make PV, do PvE. PvE is super easy money. Like, you see, you don't need a 10 million set. Like we're running pretty low for 4.1. It's 30k build, and you can very easily get 200, 300, 400k by simply making these outposts in the black zones, and there's pretty much no risk. And if you die, and that's totally fine. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. And yeah, so let's get into it really quick. We are very close to our safe portal. We could just pay 28k and TP back, but I feel like at this moment it's best if we just walk, waste a little bit more time. But if you have the option, you can just always R back, and it's fine. We can't do tier 7 yet because we're not Grandmaster yet, but oh, we have an Undare the Layer map. Oh, I think we might try to do it actually. I think we're gonna. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, okay, wait. Help. I have. We're gonna try to do it. We're gonna try to do it for science sake, you know. It's gonna be very hard, but I think we might be able to pull it off. So instead of like aggroing the whole thing, we're just aggro like different sets of mobs. You guys see why is, oh God, oh, that's not good. Yeah, it's so hard to do. Yeah, like they just do so much damage. You just have to like space it out perfectly, and the boss, it's gonna be even harder. Okay, so just need to kill a couple more. This just do so much damage. It's so hard. I don't think we can do it. Yeah, this guy wanted to kill us too. Like, he had Invisp already in as well. So it's best to just play safe and get out, and that's totally fine. So let's get off of this black zone and go back into the safe zones. A lot of people here, and I mean a lot of people, which is good for the game, but it's bad for us if we're trying to make money. So here what we're going to be doing is we are going to sell everything once again. We are going to sell everything. And we are pretty much at the 1k mark, 500k mark. So what are we going to be doing now is we're going to wait a few minutes or a few hours depending, and we're going to wait for our items to sell. And then we're going to utilize this money to make some more. Anyways, I'll see you guys very soon. So we are officially back. It's been pretty much an hour and we are at 640k silver. Now, a lot of our items already sold. And now what are we going to be doing is we are going to really quickly invest our silver into crafting. And very quickly, we will turn this 640k into 1 million. How exactly are we going to be doing this? Well, it's simple. There is one very good item I want to craft, which is in the frost category. So that's what we're going to be working towards. So we have to build up frosts. So we have to get tier 3 and then tier 4. So the first thing that we're going to do is get frost. Frost tier 3. Now we're going to get, oh, they're expensive. Actually, you can make these ones for cheaper, I'm pretty sure. Steel or bar. Yeah, we can make these for cheaper. It's 24. Yeah, it's 4,000. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get an ox mount. 12,000. It's okay. We're gonna equip the ox. And now we're gonna get some planks. Tier 3. We're gonna get around 80. And then we're gonna get steel. Should be around 40, or bar in this case. It's always bar. 40. Now, by us doing this, we should be able to get tier 4 on frosts, but I think we still need to get tier 3. Yeah, we still need to get tier 3. So let's get some frosts tier 2 first, or fires, because in this case it's going to be fires. And hopefully by us making these items that we're going to be doing, we will hit the 1 million mark, which is my objective with this session. So we're going to get some fire tier 2, which we can also make for cheaper in theory. Yeah, we can also make for cheaper. So we can do like 160 and steel, like 80 or bar. Yeah, I don't know why I always say steel. 80. Okay. So by us doing this, we should be able to get to tier 4. And actually, if we do, we can already buy the next things that we're going to be needing. And we do it everything in a whole. So we are going to be making flame walker staffs. Now these are selling for 300 each. And we can make them for pretty much 150. So this takes an artifact, which is the Fire Heart Crystal, which is 210k. But we can make this crystal cheaper by making it ourselves. So we get crystal shards. So we can take 50 and it costs 140k per artifact. So we are going to make, I want to make 4 of them. So we're going to need 200. So that's pretty much all of our silver, which is not too good, but you guys will see it. So now what we need is planks, tier 4. And since we're going to make 5 of them and it takes 16, so it's going to be 16 times 4, which is 64. It's 15,000. And steel, it's going to be half of that, so it's going to be 32. So we have 22,000 silver to make money. So I think this should be enough. I think. If not, we're going to have to go to the extreme, but you guys will see that the profit margins are very, very healthy when doing this. So the first thing that we do is we go to the Conqueror's Hall and we go to the Energy Manipulator. And we're gonna make these artifacts really damn quick. So we're just gonna come here, 4th tab, and we're gonna find the Pyre Heart Crystal, which is the last one. And we're making 4 of them. So we already see that the value went from 600k to 800. So this means we already made money by doing this, around 200k profit. So now what we have to do is simply go craft these into the staffs. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We want to go to the cheapest shop because we are very low on funds. So 755. So I guess we will go to this one. And then we have, let's hope we even have enough money to make it. Because I feel like it might be like 2k per unit. I think we should have enough, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's do just that. So we're gonna come here. We're gonna first make our fire staffs. And this should unlock tier 2. Yeah, so it unlocked tier 2. Now we have to make them tier 3. So we're gonna do some frost staffs. Now we're not really trying to make money here. We're just trying to not waste too much. Now we're not near enough. So now we have to study these. So we're gonna study them. A little bit of tax, it's totally fine. And now we can use learning points to upgrade it. So now we're at level 1 in crafting frost staffs. So now this is a flame staff. Oh my days. Oh, what did I do? I thought it was... It's okay. It's totally fine. So the little setback, I thought for some reason I thought this was fire staff, frost staff instead of fire. We did a little mistake. It's totally fine. So what are we gonna do now instead is we are simply gonna sell everything again. And we're gonna upgrade fire staffs instead. We might have to sell our build though. But that's fine. That's totally fine. So that's what we're gonna do actually. We're gonna sell our build. So we need money. We're short on funds. And that's totally fine. But you know, if everything went smoothly, would this actually be an Nendys video? It would not. So we're gonna repair everything. We're gonna sell it. Hopefully this sells fast enough. Okay. I feel like there's someone in the comment section that's going to be like, I knew it. It wasn't a frost staff. It was a flame staff. But it's okay. We are the errors we make. We're going to sell this. Let's do flames. Fire staff. Tier 3. 2000. So actually here is worth buying them because they're slightly cheaper. This should be fine. I'm gonna sell these ones too. Okay. so far so good. Let's get back to it. Hopefully no more stresses and struggles. So we're actually just gonna make it unlike this one, 770. The tax difference is not that much. It's not that high, so we can simply make it here. And we're gonna study them. And we can upgrade it again with the learning points. Fine. Okay, sweet. So we can make the 4. We have enough money, 34,000. So something already sold. I'm assuming the horse. And we are at 1.02 million in silver at the moment. So just in the estimated market value. So let's go to the marketplace, list these items, and see how much money we made in this rough estimate of an hour with, again, a brand new fresh account and just a little bit of crafting that again took us 5 minutes to do. So if we list this for sale, this is 338,000. So that's 976 total. And this one, it's 325. So this means that we're actually going to sell this because I'm short on funds again. So this means that just in these items alone, these 4 staffs we made, we are currently with 1.2, close to 1.3 million silver. Again, this took us 1 hour to do, and it's something that every single one of you guys can do without any hassle whatsoever. Now, if you guys are interested and you want to know more about Albion, you guys can join my Patreon, which has pretty much everything, and I mean everything, that you need to know about Albion. So if you're curious about how to learn the game, what are the different items, what are the different metas, make sure to join my Patreon. If you guys want and want to make free premium, you guys can also join my Discord link, which has pretty much weekly premium giveaways that are active every single day. Anyways, that is all for me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as usual, Nendys out.